Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well. Second video today, a video that was already planned actually, because I already had in mind to speak a second time today after the news of this morning. I don't know if you were able to see it or not. The link is here, you click after the video and you will be redirected immediately. But that's not the point, because I wanted to speak about Filip Kostic press conference today. He was officially presented by Juventus in front of the journalist. Actually, I will already start spoiling it. Looks like it's not written in the contract of Filip that he has to smile in press conference, that he has to smile at least one time. Looks like it's not written. Looks like you have to pay him a bit if you want him to smile. But we will come back on Filip, because before that there is something super annoying, really annoying, reported by Romeo Agreste, and we are speaking about the topic of the injuries. Disaster. Before speaking about the press conference and the injuries, guys, I want to ask you, put a maximum of like and support the channel by subscribing, because it's really strange, but I'm reading already and still some comments like today, some people were telling me, Beppe, I don't know why, but I just discovered your channel. Thank you for the work that you are doing. Thank you for keeping us entertained and also informed. So guys, subscribe, let the community grow. We start now with the two different options, the two different topics of the day. The first one that is annoying me, it's Romeo Agresti, my friend, that is reporting Bonucci is at high risk of not playing versus Sampdoria. Why? Because he has something else to do? No, because apparently flexor fatigue was accused against Sassuolo. Hey guys, if we start like that, it's not one but two injuries per game. We will have, I don't know how many players at the end of the month. I don't know how many we have. Of course, the mercato is still open, but it's a disaster, because I don't know if we have already the possibilities to buy another center back, if it's already smart to buy another center back, because at the moment we are still fighting to have a free player like Depay. We are fighting to have Paredes on loan from Paris Saint-Germain. If we have to fight also to have Acerbi from Lazio that should go to Inter, guys, it's a disaster. It is a disaster. Now, let's not lie. Leonardo Bonucci, we all know that he's going towards 36 years. We all knew already that he would not play 50 games per season. Nobody was expecting from Bonucci to play 50 games per season. But guys, we are just speaking about the second game of Serie A. We are not speaking about mid-season. We are not speaking about the end of the season, where a lot of minutes are already in the legs. We are speaking about the second game of Serie A, where already in the preseason he was not playing a lot of games. We have a problem. Now, we will all see the bright side. We have the chance to test a player like Federico Gatti, that probably will play his first minutes officially in Serie A, which we are all happy about, but we have to see if he's able to play in Serie A immediately. We were all hoping for Federico Gatti to become in the future a starter, but immediately after the second day, the last time I remember something like that, it was Matthijs de Ligt that didn't play the first game, but after that, Giorgio Chiellini injured himself in training, do you remember? And he missed nearly all season, where Matthijs de Ligt was asked to play immediately from the first minute, and we all know how it went. It was versus Napoli. Matthijs de Ligt didn't perform really great, probably because he was young, probably because he didn't know how to play in Serie A. So hopefully, if it will be Federico Gatti that will start, he will learn from that situation from the past and he will perform better. And I'm saying if, why? Because we don't know. Maybe it will be the fourth defensor, Daniele Rugani, that will start next to Bremer. And guys, I will tell you, it's a problem for me. Not because I don't like Rugani, but Rugani is a fourth option for Juventus. Should be considered as a fourth option. And last year I was really happy to have a fourth choice like Daniele Rugani. Why? Because he could replace Bonucci and Chiellini together with Matthijs de Ligt, and he performed really well in the few games that he played. But if we are starting to think about Rugani being a starter at Juventus, we have a problem. Now, let's not start thinking everything in black and being negative, because we don't know. Maybe Bonucci will recuperate and he will be there versus Sampdoria. That's the best we wish. I don't believe that we will go for another center back because we don't have the time. If we have to speak about Filip Kostic, guys, if we have to speak about Filip Kostic today, it was 2:30 normally that he had to be presented. They postponed it at 5 p.m. So I listened to it. I translated it in the Telegram group. If you are not yet in the Telegram group, do it because you have really fast news. Let's speak about Filip Kostic. Well, 15 minutes, really short. He received some questions, he answered them, and all the time it was with really short, impactful answers. He has no time to mess around. It's not one that loves to interact a lot. Serbian player, he's coming to Juve, he's there to do one thing, playing football. He's not there for the other things. He doesn't care. He's already 29, he already had a beautiful youth. He's thinking about football, performing, arriving at the top, and helping Dusan Vlahovic, that was mentioned a lot of time during the press conference, but also Juventus. Well, the first question was, of course, welcome, Filip. What was the moment that impressed you the most in the few days that you are at Juve? He said, I'm really happy to be here. And it's not the only time that he said it. He repeated it many times. He's really happy to be at Juventus. The first moment where really I felt good, it was after the 3-0. A winner. He is a winner. He wants to win. He loves to win. And it makes me think about another Serbian player that is at Juventus and loves to win. We are speaking about Dusan Vlahovic. A lot of players in Serie A from Serbia. Was that the reason why he joined Juve? He said absolutely not. I am a player that wanted to come to Serie A, that wanted to come to Italy, that wanted to come at Juventus, and I'm here for that. Then, that we have Serbian players in Serie A and also at Juventus like Vlahovic is a bonus. It's an additional value, of course, but that's not the reason. Just to paraphrase and to repeat, Serbian players, especially from the generation of Kostic, at the time when they were at home, when they were kids, they had a streaming of Serie A, and they were in love with Serie A. They were following every single day and match day of Serie A, so they love our Italian football, calcio. They love calcio, and it's not the first player that is reporting these words. So we know that they have a kind of affinity, that for them, joining Serie A is a dream that they had since kids. And I love that, because if we are thinking about the last recent players that Juventus already signed and announced, like Locatelli, Juventino from family, Federico Chiesa, perfectly understand what Juventus means. Vlahovic, that said the same words as Kostic. Guys, we have a player that we are sure he will fight for the shirt. He will fight for that logo because he understands perfectly what Juventus represent. Of course, they were asking him, what about Dusan? Did he convince you? Did he speak to you? Did he speak to you to convince you to join Juve? He said, of course, in national team we were speaking to each other. I was asking a lot of things, and it's true that now that I'm here, everything that he told me, the beautiful things, they are correct. The same words as Di Maria when asking about Dybala. So you see, the players that are leaving Juve or that are at Juve, Di Maria, and we are speaking about Dybala, about Kostic, we are speaking about Vlahovic, they are all speaking well about internal Juve. Beautiful things. Winning, it's all that matters here at Juventus, was the question from a journalist. What about that grinta? And he said, the mentality of the players and the club is to win. I perfectly know that. We have to have that mentality, but it's step by step. Paying attention, of course. But I know what people are expecting from me, and I'm ready to give the maximum. I love these words. He knows, he's aware of what Allegri is asking from him. When they were asking about Allegri, what he said to him, he said we spoke about tactical things, about formation, about all these normal things that a player is talking with his new trainer. I'm learning. I hope to adapt as soon as possible, but I'm thinking only about one thing. Working, working, working. Just to tell you, I didn't even finish to unpack my luggage because I think only about working. I love that. We were asking for that. Grinta, working density, all these kind of things that we saw in the locker room with that beautiful quote from Andrea Agnelli. Working, tenacity. And he was explaining that. Not with a lot of words. Probably I'm speaking even more than Filip Kostic. We love that. Of course, there was the joke about the barber because they said the first talked about Kostic to Juve, they were already there in May, in June. Why did you wait so long? And was there the possibility for you to join another club? He said, I wanted Juve at all cost. I really wanted. Of course, I didn't follow every single detail from my management and Juve, but I made it clear since day one that I wanted Juve at all costs. Guys, more than that, I can't give you a player that is Filip Kostic better than him in terms of mentality. Then he will have to prove on the field, of course. When talking about the barber, he started maybe for the first time to smile, and he said, yes, it was a guess. It was a guess. He's always really informed the barber, but it was a guess because at the time nothing was close, and I'm super happy that it happened. So what I will tell you is trust the barber. He smiled the very first time before the question about the barber. The first time when the journalist was asking him what would be for you an ideal scenario on the pitch. And he said, me having the ball and giving a beautiful cross from the 16 meters to Dusan Vlahovic that is able to finish it. I love that because he received so many questions. He was really serious, really short, really thinking about what do I have to say, what not. I don't care about blah blah, but the eyes were smiling when he was speaking about the field. I love that. I really love it. Speaking about the number 17, why? He said, I don't care. I have it in the national team. He was free here. I took it, but absolutely no backstage story about number 17. I don't care. It was free. I took it. Guys, I loved the press conference of Filip Kostic, to the point. He knows where he wants to go. He knows that he loves Juve, like Locatelli, like Chiesa, like Paul Pogba, that halved his salary, like Bremer that said, I want to come to Juve. I didn't care about the supporters, about Torino. I want to win. I love it. One more piece. So, two topics. The first one about the injury. Let's hope it's nothing really, really serious. But dai, ragazzi, I'm speaking to Juve now. If you are watching the channel, let's find a solution. We can't continue like that with 2 injuries per season. And then the beautiful words of Kostic. Guys, what impressed you the most? The first part, the second part? What did you like in a press conference from Filip Kostic? Let me know. I'm really curious. Grazie. And as always, forza Juve.